All right. Might be doing this here. Now what I want to see is maintaining this price slightly above even. Not get squashed. Stay there. There's deploy. What's my stop at this point? Pip wise, we're looking at 79, 20 pips plus spread. Figure out the risk. Do I like that one better? I don't know. It's the same shit. Yeah, I think I like the AU. Okay, I think I'm going to go for that here. AU, buy. I'll let you know if I, I say I'm in the trade when I'm in the trade. I will say that exact phrase. I will say the phrase, I am in the trade when I actually get in it, which I'm not yet. You did? Oh, that's fine. I always say that. I am in the trade. No, I just got my window open. Sorry. I'm really about to enter here anyway. It's all good. Look at this low volume up here. This is exactly what I wanted. See? You're hovering over the button. I hope this works out, guys. Today's crazy. Okay? Keep your risk in check, please. Look at that low volume. Okay. Place trade. I'm in the trade. I'm in the trade. Risk in check. No regrets. This is crazy, crazy conditions. Anything can happen at any point. All right. Just got to say that one more time. No regrets. Oh, I took a big loss today. Today, the day that had two interest rate decisions and the whole world is looking at the election and what the fuck's going on. And, don't be that guy. Say, yeah, I went for it. Didn't risk too much. That's all right. Okay, so I'm in the trade. Stop at 7.9. Thank you. Your titanic patience was killing me. But you see, there's a method to my madness here, right? Obviously, it's just trying to pinpoint that moment that is the highest probability to not get drawdown. No drawdown. Now, if it drops down to fib and hits buyers, it's all good. That's why the stop is there. It's fine. But it's a very good situation with this low volume. Let's float on through on low volume, right? That's what I asked for. Thank you, chart. Now, as a buyer, does that tell you you're going to get this price? I think this is the point at which the chart says no deal. You might as well go. Yeah, I've been doing this a little while. There's some volume on that. Let's just rip through now. Let's go. Markup style. We were not the only ones that just bought. You know what I'm saying? I think we're in good company. Actually, I had somebody today just get the scalp course. I feel like giving him this video of this session as a bonus. This is probably good. The intense small time frame stuff. Was there a question about Target somewhere? Yeah. You know, when Amar said, "Damn it, I just entered the trade." Is your target that resistance? As far okay, so let's talk about the targets. Oh my gosh. So as far as the scalp, all other stuff aside. The entry just in this isolated environment. And the simple scalp entry gives you this target, which I like to pick. Sometimes you get a bigger, wick area. I like to pick the bottom of that as the scalp target because a lot of times you can hit that and hit the sellers, So in that case, it's there. Trying to get it exact, whatever, 12. So that would normally be the scalp entry, and the stop is maybe a little big for that. I don't know. But it's all about seeing what happens. If we can get here, then we're going to see our test for sellers. That's the point where you want to be able to react quickly. If we're getting choppy stuff, it's getting squashed. You know what the fake breaks look like. Could close it, and close most of it, do something. But the more it's acting like it wants to continue and maybe try to break out here, the less I'll take off. You might want to move your stop to break even once you get to this spot, so at least you're not going to come down off a double top for a loss. Or if you start to see some high volume right away, just move that stop, right? Because that's a bad pattern if that starts coming down. So I'd want to get rid of risk on that. So that's what it's all about, the reaction. What is this, fib sellers? It's a little tiny baby fib. 618 overshoot. But it's all good. I like this stuff here. And when they decided to do that was very logical. If they pushed it up, higher prices can bring some selling. That's fine. Let those sellers get in. If they push it down far enough, they'll buy the crap out of it, most likely here. That's why our stop loss is out of the way. It doesn't have to be perfect now, as long as we know that the buyers are pretty much in control of this thing. We get another baby fib. It's an infant, it's an embryo fib. There. See what happens there. Test for buyers. Break test continuation of the serious 1 minute stuff today. Of the whatever that was. All right. Meanwhile, what else is going on? Pound yen stuck. Pound is stuck. And euro is just a bit sloppy up here. Like, not sure what it wants to do kind of thing here. Ew, that's such a small target. True, makes sense. I mean, we even talked about if there's enough supply coming in here, this would be the area to short. There's even a potential for that. It would have to be a ton of volume, but that would be the first spot that could even happen. Yeah, but this is, or into new high ground, whatever, this whole deal. But yeah, just a matter of managing it realistically based on what you're seeing, right? Let the chart kind of tell you what to do, so there's no regrets. You can always look back and say, I listened to the chart. That's all you got. What happened with the dollar index? Yeah, kind of did it, but didn't do the leg down. So this leg down here, we'll bring this up. If we want to go up, we could hit supply here, and that would be demand here, right? It's all inverse. All right. Roll a doobie. Found some music. I didn't risk too much here. I'm not even sweating. Like I said, day like today. But yeah, sometimes such a common sense decision will elude you if you're blinded by your greed. It's the no regrets. I'm telling you, I say that a lot for a reason. Let's say I went full risk, like not full risk, but 80% of my max risk. And it turns out to be a loss. My wife says, "So how did it go? Any trades?" Not that she really asks. No, I just took a loss and I risked full amount. And she's not a trader. Today? You think that was a good idea? A little common sense. So yeah, my kid is officially has made 20% on her account. My 8-year-old has made 20%. Okay, she bought Bitcoin in the 10.5s. There's nowhere to go but up. But she decided to sell some off today on the double top. Got a little teary eye. But I told her today, I mean, I said, there's going to be times where it's going down and you just got to have to be patient. You're going to wait and see when you should buy more. You really got to be patient. Downtrends could last weeks. You have to just, in one ear, out the other. She's just excited. All right, she'll learn that. That's good. I'm glad it started off with this very positive experience. But hopefully, reality check when things, have a downtrend eventually. Just got to wait and wait. Trust. So she decided to spend $10 on an in-game purchase in Roblox. She buys outfits or whatever. Okay, it's your money. That's pretty cool. So what's happening? We're sitting here. See what happens with the euro dollar into new high ground. Might be a glimpse of what we're going to get. Um, yeah, of course, don't forget late day high impact news for the U.S. dollar interest rate decision. Well, don't forget, again, worst day of the month besides tomorrow to trade is today. It's all different, though. This is all different. It's a different beast. I really feel like traders are liking this at this point. They're good enough. They can build a consensus. They're not afraid. It's not acting all uncertain. You see a little of this, a little of that. You can't get a straightforward thing because they don't know what they're doing, which very could be possible in this situation. But it looks like they're liking it, right? They like the conditions. Not afraid. This market is sus. Does anybody know what that is? Think a little sus, Amar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Umar knows. Among Us, yeah, yeah, yeah. The suspect, yeah. It's a game. It's some meme, yeah. I only know because of my kid. It's a game where you somebody's the murderer. You're like on a spaceship or whatever, and everybody's just walking around. But you're able, one or two people, whatever, get picked to be able to kill the others. It's great for an 8-year-old, right? And so you try to do it where when no one sees you, so you can just kind of walk around the map, whatever. So if you're the killer, like don't you can't just follow people, then you're sus, It's like, or you look like you're about to kill somebody, and then somebody walks in, and you just stand there. You look sus, and then you get a chance to vote. So somebody says, "All right, time for a vote," and they can talk about it in the chat. Crazy, right? And someone say, "Oh, this person is acting sus." And then I saw an ad for socks that says sus on it and have the pictures of the characters. Yeah, it's about to be a thing for like 3 weeks. Everything's going to be sus. Election is sus. That's for sure. Mara, yeah. Chad, yeah. They're saying the first debate was like an Among Us meeting. Yeah, because those conversations are like, so and so is sus, and then another person. Then they'll react and go, why? You, I saw you, near the dead body or whatever. Hopefully the up move isn't sus. Exactly. So yeah, election is sus. There you go, Amar. Did we get you lunch yet? I don't know. You going big time? Ubar, you got a few hours in that game. I get bored. Like I can't play by myself, or if I'm playing with somebody, I'll do a few rounds and then I get bored. I'm pretty good at seeing who's sus though. I'm right a lot. Like, oh, I think it's this person. Play with a large group. Yeah, well, you play online. Now it's dead already. It's over. Yeah, a group of people is cool. Um, you're tired of? Yeah, it gets boring quick. Yeah, it's crazy when you're the killer, but you blame somebody else and people believe you, and they get kicked out. You get kicked out of the game. You get voted out. Like, oh my god, I just did that to this person. They believed me. Holy shit. Yeah, it's kind of evil. It is. It is. The whole game is sus. Well, so far it looks like they kind of tried to do this markup, running to a bit of selling. So they're not being overly aggressive. They're just trying to plow through it. That's all right. The EU broke out. Oh, nice. Okay, could be a sign of things to come. That setup was just so crap. What do we call that again? Churn. It's churning. No proper testing and the information here. It's just mix. You was sus. All right, so I just have to be patient with this. Whatever happens, as long as if it wants to go down, I can see some buyers. Whatever. Uh, Still a good, decent probability. If there is a decent probability today, I don't know. As far as anything else, if the euro's breaking out for reals, depending on how much risk, if you even want to do something like that, also go long. The same type of entry, a break test continuation pattern here off a low volume high. You see a bit of strength, 14 EMA, confluence, and that deal for a break test continuation. So the euro is stronger than the Australian dollar now. How did that happen? That's how it happened. Yeah, I guess there was some strength. I suppose. Chill out, roll a doobie. Just got to be ready if we hit this. Just got to be ready. All right. Literally about 4 pips from just the area we need to watch for sellers. Just an area you need to watch. And we'll take it from there. I like that close. All right, 2 pips away. What was my entry? 72014. Stop loss 72. I'll put my stop loss at break even. 72014. Stop loss at break even. Stop loss at break even. And I'm up 5.5 pips. So I'm not in a rush to close any. I want to see if we can get some real test of. Yeah, did I do that too early? I thought we were a bit closer. Come on, let's pop it up to 12. I may have done that a bit early. You don't have to have your stop at break even. I don't want it to get hit prematurely for no reason here. Having stop loss break even prevents your loss, but you still wouldn't want to give it a chance for a fake break if price. Give it a chance for a fake break if price. Oh, if we see it. No, I don't like my odds if we get a double top here and it's coming back down. Kills the probability just enough for me not to like it, enough to have risk on it. All right, here we go. Give me a pip. Give me a pip. Let's see what's going on. All right, 1 pip away. Let me hold on a sec. 1 pip away. So that basically gives me a little over 10 pips, and that's for me going to be that top. So I opened my window to close half. Here we go. Don't come down. I don't want to get nothing. How many pips am I up? Ugh, I can't switch back right now. Don't do it. Resistance is sus. Let's go. Come on, do it, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Do it. I'm here. I'm here. Do it. Do it now. Let's go. I'm here. All right, it's not getting squashed. That's a good close. That's good. Yeah. That's scalp target. You do what you want. This is the danger zone. So far, so good. I could always close the third. I mean, stop at break even. Yeah. Put something in the bank and then just chill out. I could close a third. I know that I'm going to get something today. You close it all, Omar? Wow, okay. Ooh, I just saw that pop down. All right, I'm going to close a third of it here. Okay. I closed a third. Stop at break even. Third closed. I'm just reacting to what I'm seeing. I would have closed more if it was any real issue. At this point, it's like, yeah, if it just comes down because it's freaking resistance and it's ranging, at least I got something. But I left a majority because it actually looks pretty good as far as not hitting weakness. So I'm good with that. No regrets. Oh, you got out for that much? Yeah, I hear you. Oh, that's nice. Good, good. But you know it's better than $50. No, I'm just kidding. That stuff's $80. No, it's all good. Glad I got something during the session. I want one or two a week at least. Can we grab something? Hey, we're streaking now. What are we up to? 6, 7 wins in a row? I don't really keep track. Since we actually started getting setups. Before it was just no trades. It's not like there were losses, it's just nothing. Waiting. New York. Are we finally done with that? Wow. We'll see. Looks like it. We might be done with the whole nothing happening of any importance until we get to US session. Really hope we're done with that. So refreshing for this to happen at this time of day again. It feels like it's been years of worse and worse and worse as far as, the first 5 hours of trading. So worse and worse and worse. And, you guys were here. We map out these things. Okay, let's project it in the right place. It's going to be 9 hours from now by the time it sets up. Okay. Oh, cool. Hopefully it continues in December and the world doesn't end. Yeah, let's be like this till Christmas. I'll be happy. If I can get 2 trades a week on average, that's fine. Quality over quantity. I'm also not like on the charts all the time when I should be sometimes. So I do miss things. I think Phil got a good trade yesterday or Tuesday or something. So seller's not really showing up. Either way, there's still just probability-wise a decrease in probability that you're going to get any more off of this because of the price area. But if we had high volume here, then that would be worse. So we don't have that. So it's kind of a 50-50, maybe 60-40 that is going to continue up. 60% chance it'll continue up, 40% it'll pull back. Maybe something like that. Maybe a little better than that if we start dropping off in volume here. Chad, 3 times per week, 75% wins. That's realistic. 2.5 risks per trade. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the compounding. But that's the thing, like, realistically, well, if you have a job and you're doing this separately from like trying to pay bills out of it, yeah. Realistically, at some point, I think people would want to spend some, reinvest some. But still, yeah, compounding is an amazing thing. Even if you do, like with the swing trading with Bitcoin, which takes very little time, even if you do 50% a year, like where are you after 5 years from where you started? It's crazy. So that's your risk reward, yeah. But yeah, the real total compounding, not taking money out of the account, is I'm doing with cryptos. I get tempted. I'm like, no, why? For what? Stick to the plan. Meaning, sometimes, what if there's a bad spell? It's just everything drops 80% and then sits there and whatever. And I'm thinking back, I should have taken some of that profit when I had a chance, and I'm sitting here at low prices. But then you have more ability to buy, and yeah, no risk, no reward, baby. That's it. But yeah, it depends on your situation. All right, so that's kind of just going to take care of itself now. Autopilot. You can set an alert for 70 to 19, and you don't even have to look at it because that's the next thing. The resistance, fake break deal. So as long as you're not seeing weakness in here, as we hopefully can move up a bit more, then you're likely just obviously going to get there, which is another basically 10 pips away, 11 pips, and up into the fake break area. So, I could close another third there. I could close it all if there's high volume weakness, manage it again. And again, if there's just not much weakness coming in here, I really would want to hold some for, until it shows up. Who knows? But is there any sort of symmetry or what's going on here? Well, the last two moves, I don't know if it's a complete waste of time, bullshit analysis. But if you if you take this move, is it the same size? Does it give you a projection of there? Okay, can I pick a right thing? There we go. I don't know. Is that a thing? I used to kind of look at that to help me with stuff, and I kind of forgot about it. Is it a thing? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Like sometimes you have moves that look very similar, and then whatever. Like yeah, that's kind of the same. Not that one though. I don't think it's a thing. Yeah, I mean if you break it down to the basic 5-wave up, 3-wave retracement, I guess there's some symmetry expected in that pattern. Yeah, whatever. How about when I see sellers, I'll worry about it. Well, so far resistance is not very sus. Let's see the reaction to this. Somebody said, let's go. Let's continue this party. And we'll see the reaction. Obviously, if there's a fake break pattern here, right, off a bit of volume, and we end up coming back below that, then we're losing some probability. Right? If you close the third, maybe you want to close half of what you got remaining or whatever, right? If we see that, just listening to the chart. Same price area, but you got some bad information, which is a reason to close more in the same price area, logically. So that's what I would do next off of that, right? Get squash, come back down, yeah. Confirm fake break pattern, yeah, I'm going to close some more. But I want to give it a chance to maybe have this old resistance now act as support. Serious 1-minute stuff here. Oh, there you go. Somebody just sold some off. It was one of the Lehman brothers. All right, probability just decreased. What were we at? About 65, 35. Now we're at 60, 40. That we're going to continue up. I could close a little more, take off a little more. I'm thinking of doing that. Just listening to the chart. Chart speaks, I listen. More. Stop it. No, it's all good. I mean, a full risk, I shouldn't say that out loud. Doing such a thing on such an account obviously makes it, if you're on a large account, you don't want to be doing these things. But I see the position you're in. I get it. Yeah, I'm going to close off a little more of this now. A little bit more. I can close half of what I have on still. Good thing I ended up actually getting in because you were already in. Let's see. What's the pip count here? 11 and a half pips. I thought it was more. Oh gosh, it's really coming down. All right, I'm gonna sell a little bit more then. Fine. Then the rest, let it run. Whatever happens, give it some space. That's the scalp, partial profit. Fine. All right. Yeah, there was still a good chance of it continuing when you closed it. I know you got a good little hindsight moment here as it comes down, but that's where the seller showed up, though. Not too much, but yeah. And then the profit taking dude hit right here. That was somebody, and then it started this whole thing. All right, I'm good. Cool. I'm not gonna do anything that stops that break even. Maybe it gets hit. That's fine. And with the remainder, I wouldn't touch. I wouldn't touch it. Let it try to get higher. All right. Well, I'm glad I showed up. I'm tired. It's a crazy day to trade. But that worked. A little something in the bank, no risk on the trade. If we continue up, we're in it. All right, good. Before I go, we'll see what else other opportunities to look for today. Lamar, very good. Very well. Yeah, that was pretty intense. I'm tired too, but I could do this tired, drunk, tripping on acid. It doesn't matter. I'll trade. So maybe it's more relaxing. I sound like Bob Ross. Happy little pips. All right. Baby Fib. Doesn't really matter. Either the break even gets hit or it doesn't. Ooh, 2.9 pips. All right. So before I go, what's left? Especially since you have no risk on your trade and it maybe stopped out a break even though anyway. But you got no risk and you got a whole rest of the day ahead of you. Of course, there is a very, very high impact news, 3 p.m. New York time. High impact interest rate, US dollar. It's going to be wild. Maybe, maybe not, probably. And you, of course, have the risk of election news happening at any point, especially once you get into the morning time, regular time, US. So anyway, what are we doing? Oh, yeah. So that's a real deal break here with the euro. Quite bullish. So what's back there? Let's just update that really quick. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Not much back there. We broke 618. We're done with that. So very, very bullish. Of course, there could be a 14 EMA entry like we just saw today. If it wants to come down lower, break test continuation. It's good to stay above here so it doesn't turn into a fake breakout. Probably not going to. But that's the deal. Looking to buy in here a little more aggressively as possible. 14 EMA like we did. Break test continuation here. And again, if it gets below that, it's not as good a long entry because of that fake break pattern. And if it does get below here, maybe it's coming down to some larger area, lower area to buy. So that's when it kind of confirms that it's likely to go a little lower. If it doesn't act as support. But as long as it's not high volume weakness up there, it's all good. Same here, all good. Just see what's to the left. So that actually tested resistance. So we get an answer on that. Tell us about sellers. Decreased volume. So very likely to break. And it finally resolved itself after this little thing. So there's a nice bullish situation there. All right, everything still looks bullish. So it's either the, aggressive entries if things are looking really good, or you look at some sort of pullback, fib stuff. Fibs, supports, resistance, turn support. Oh, look at that. Thanks, 50 fib. That was close. I'm still in it, right? Yep. Yeah, back up 8 pips. All right. All right. Well, if we survive the fib retracement, maybe we'll get that. Okay. So that about covers it. Everything's bullish. Very welcome, Dell. Cool. You guys liked it. I thought I wouldn't even have the energy to get through. I'm so tired, but no, that was good. That was fun. All right, guys. See you on Tuesday. As everyone's saying now, if the world doesn't end, this is every time I make plans now. If the world doesn't end, I'll see you. There you go. Have a good one.